how we, as policymakers, as Virginians, as Americans, catch up with the enormous growth of artificial intelligence. I'd point out that the framework that a lot of folks are using right now, ChatGPT, the ChatGPT that rolled out in November versus the ChatGPT 4 version that rolled out in March, that version is almost 12 times more powerful than what happened in November. And artificial intelligence offers a lot of possibilities. It also ought to scare us on a going forward basis about how unrestrained AI could literally take over key functions. So I'm trying to make sure that both I get educated and educate my colleagues. There's nothing partisan about this issue. We want to continue innovation, but we need to do it in a smart way. One of the things we absolutely know is we can't do what we did with social media and say, all right, you guys, go break things and we'll figure out how to put guardrails around 10 years from now. That would be a disaster in the case of artificial intelligence, and responsible people in AI already agree on that. But what I did yesterday, and I think this is at least a good starting point, is as we build out these AI platforms, these AI tools, I've asked all the major companies, tell me what you're doing to ensure security at the front end. All of these massive databases that allows these algorithms to create this information back in speech patterns and generative AI. We've got to make sure that building in at the outset, there are appropriate cybersecurity protections. There are other protections. I've already talked to computer scientists that have hacked in to some of these platforms and literally manipulated some of the information that will then result in a very different answer being spewed out when you query these platforms. So at least in terms of security, cybersecurity, and building in, making sure there are not inherent biases is a starting point on these discussions, but it literally is only the first step, and I'm anxious to get the returns from the CEOs that I contacted yesterday.